Make sure shit's working now. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You good? You sound good now. What the fuck? What was that? What the fuck? You sound good now. What the fuck? What was that? Why it sound like that though? It sound kind of crazy though. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, 8 times is best. It's best I get on. Brand new phone too. I don't know why it's in there. 1 second, man. Hello? More than that, bitch. Next time it's me, I ain't gonna wait too long right now. I gotta do some things too, so I'm just gonna just be the quick messenger real quick for some individuals out here. Also wanna be. Come on, let's go. Connect. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hey, it's that to turn. It's that to turn. It's that to turn. Girl, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Can't get enough. Girl, shake that ass. I can't get enough. Girl, shake it ass. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Can't get enough. Girl, shake that ass. Can't get enough. Girl, shake it ass. Trunk on it, wanna mix some beats with that ass. No train, toward your way, anyway. O's in space, yeah. Fuck a dick, wanna just parlay with you. We can fuck inside the booth. I can fuck between your booth. Yeah, got a big heart, so you know this game might drop like a pop when you looking at the chocolate pop. Not a cop, but them cuffs I might just do you right when I'm laying in the pipe. Exaltations in the night of food. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Can't get enough. Girl, shake that ass. I can't get enough. Girl, shake it ass. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Can't get enough. Girl, shake that ass. I can't get enough. Girl, shake it ass. Now what you mean? I be needing. I just like to match the energy, match the synergy, match the sex on me. You like RC, ocean flow just like a street. Like a yo ex be on lead. 3 years later, need a sleep. Who's that talking about a beat? Only beat my C is me. I'm the shining light just like a dream, mixing shit like it's TV. How to take this shit? Who just wanna be like shit? I'm not licking y'all cause y'all ain't licking. God ain't that a bitch? Who's that taking trips? Just be careful when it's rich. Make sure when you pluck it from my mama, you know about your plate. What they did it lit. Burn the city, made it grip. Let us be a white man. God, I know that's why they hate their bitch, but wiggle, 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 wiggle. Can't get enough. Girl, shake that ass. I can't get enough. Girl, shake it ass. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Can't get enough. Girl, shake that ass. Can't get enough. Girl, shake it ass. You know what I'm saying? That might be what y'all motherfuckers gotta do in this bitch. Y'all lost individual. You know what I'm saying? You might just gotta wiggle. You might just gotta jiggle. You might just gotta throw it fast. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might gotta throw it fast. You gotta do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be a long live stream, so I gotta do some things, but make sure we cool. Make sure we correlate in this bitch.
We good. All right. But yeah. So let me decide this because I'm gonna fall that side. Now, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Here's what y'all gotta pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? If you lost, you lost. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. If you lost, you lost. But check me out though. Check me out. Just check me out. There's always room to change. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, we all just trying to change. We all just trying to do better, but sometimes most times motherfuckers just lost and just being lost and just don't know thyself. So that's just how shit is, and sometimes that's just how God made them. You know what I'm saying? Something not everyone can just got the aura. If I said it right, aura. I can never say it. Aura, whatever. Same shit. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, man. You first of all, if you lost, you gotta know you're lost. You can't if like and if you're a spiritually ascended person, take this into consideration when you're into interacting with a lost individual or interacting with lost people, and you want your outside work or whatever, you go outside in the real world, you interact. Take this into consideration. So when you're seeing this, you're knowing how to be proper and more and how you relay yourself. Now check this out. You know what I'm saying? Now, if an individual is lost in the first place, they're gonna need your assistance. Oh shit! They're gonna need your assistance to even know what it means to be something. You know what I'm saying? So you're already gonna be in a space where you already they already gonna need you for things that they should already know how to do themselves. Like as growing up, we should already be building this shit within us on our individual path and our walks of life. You know what I'm saying? So these are individuals that need your assistance with everything. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers not gonna know how to even live life or be themselves without you. So that's already a red flag, and that's for the lost folk. And if you're a lost folk watching this and you know this, you whenever you're trying to learn, you trying to know some information or whatever, man. I'm trying to put you on some game. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. You might just have to know this first and separate from the natures that you already know you are. So you gotta know how to like leave these natures in the dirt. Like you're supposed to know how to let these things go. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know how to let these things go, then they'll overtake you. You know what I'm saying? They'll eat you up. They'll override your system. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be in a space like that. You always want to be in a space where you know thyself. So for this is for everybody. And sometimes we can be spiritually ascended, but sometimes we can feel like we're in the wrong path. So this is not just for lost people too. This is for people that just trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you lost, but we're trying to learn. So that's just the whole path. The whole purpose of life is to um learn and be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with that song, "Live and Learn." That's Sonic shit. That's my shit. Live and learn. It's in the end of tomorrow. Ooh, live and learn. That's my shit. That's how it went, but yeah, that's my shit. But yeah, sometimes you gotta live and you gotta learn. And so y'all maybe not knowing how to learn and shit. Like y'all be in your things where y'all be in the wrong path. So here's the first thing, and here's the first thing you want to do. You want to know how to let go of these things and separate from these things already. You gotta know these things and know how to separate from these things because these are just creatures. These are mind states. So you're supposed to know how to destroy these creatures and not let it overtake you. It's almost like when you're with an individual and y'all have this certain thing going on, and so there's like an elephant in the room. So you know there's some untalked about or untapped or like what I'm trying to say or like unfinished energy or beef, whatever you got. You might have beef with an individual, and you have that untapped energy where y'all know it's y'all trying to be cool, but there's some elephant in the room residue there. So that can be like horse shit, elephant shit, so whatever. And you're not cleaning that up. You're not letting that shit go. So keyword, let that shit go. If you don't, so that's an aura that plays out on you that you may not be aware of. That when you're going through your everyday life, you're going through life not living vicariously, not understanding the bigger picture to a situation. So going through experiences where you're knowing that you should not let things like this affect you, but you're so much in that deep doodle shit, you're you're already absorbed in that energy, so you let that shit eat you up. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like that shit from Walking Dead. What's that dude's name? The ginger guy. He was like, what's his name? Fuck, is it Abraham? He was like, we're so far of no, he said some shit like that. If y'all watch Walking Dead, y'all know the episode where Negan came in and he killed like Abraham and spoiler, but he killed Abraham and Glenn and I forgot what he said. He was like, we're deep. What did he said some shit, but yeah, that's kind of how y'all be into it. If y'all don't be seeing shit, y'all be deeply in that shit. You gotta know how to let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Or at least kill the elephant in the room. So it's like you're expressing the energy where you know you're wrong, but you're not playing. Like, let's say, for example, when you know how when a lie starts, it can't end. So you got it takes mad energy and mad skills to uphold that lie. You gotta be in a space where you're knowing how to like you gotta let that whole thing go. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a line energy if you know that's not you, or if you know that's not true to yourself. You gotta be in an energy that you know that's true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And even if you think lying is true to yourself, you may be in a sphere of reality where the spirits in that realm better than that at you. So this, like I said, we're always in the spiritual realm first. You know what I'm saying? So spirits will utilize you to what they need for you to do, and then you just be the plateau for that individual that individual spirit situation. And there's no such thing as right or wrong in the spiritual realm. It just is what it is. So you might be playing a role where you think, oh, this is how it's supposed to go, but you don't know that you're playing a role that's not even meant for you to even be in the first place. So you're doing something where you're thinking to yourself, oh, I gotta uphold this lie. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying you're thinking you can do things to excite the human emotion when you're human too. So just because you think it will work for you, not all humans are the same, but you know humans have the ability to think and feel. So you gotta be in a place where you're knowing that the thinking and the feeling is the quality of our ideas and feelings, emotions and thought forms. So it's the idea of a quality for our spiritual first forms. And if you're not understanding that, you'll be in a place where you're living life vicariously, not going through that elephant in the room energy, knowing that, man, I'm lost right now. What am I even doing? So you don't want to be in that space. hmm You know, you don't want to be in that space. Oh hell, that's not space for you to even want to be in that space. That space, the spirits, this other spirits that be better at that space than y'all. So you thinking you may think it's good or bad, whatever's going on. You don't know what's going on, but you'll get to those certain those certain thought forms and feelings or scenarios or stargates, whatever you want to call them, where you know, oh shit, like I'm in the wrong right now. What am I even doing? Oh shit. But you know, once a lie starts, it can't end. But here's how you do it. You end the lie. You kill that creature. You kill that beast. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't want to harvest that beast because that beast and harvest just means killing, and then you wear it or you want to eat it, whatever you want to do it, but that's not good food for thought. So you don't want to harvest, you just want to kill that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you kill that beast, it no longer lingers in your realm of reality, your pathway, in your doorways, whatever you want to call it, whatever like that. But it no longer lingers with you in life. So now you're living life knowing, okay, this is the shit I gotta be into. I gotta know, oh shit, let me be more strong on myself, let me be more strengthful on myself. Oh, but check this out. You won't even know that once you've done that, life will just be going more simpler and easier for you. What you can handle for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the truth is, you know, we all want to like do some sort of relative creativity space in our life. Like we all want to have some sort of relative creativity, and it don't gotta be just music. You don't gotta be. It can be just your a certain way of living. But sometimes y'all ways of living don't be the exact form of what it takes to be a good person. You know, sometimes y'all have lost ways of going about upon life. It may be the simplest thing. Like you may what's if you may like you may like to crop flowers and all that shit. Not crop flowers. Oh yeah, harvest. Not har- yeah. Um, harvest flowers, crop them, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But you may do it the wrong way. You may, like I said, you may not know a certain um timelines and weathering system to know when to crop, when to plant, when to harvest with your plants, and you may do it in the wrong way. So you may, like I said, you may be a spirit that wants to. You say, I don't give a fuck. I want to start planting shit in winter time. Well, you know, springtime is when you start planting, but you may not be an egotistical individual. Think, oh, no, I can do it winter time because I don't give a fuck. And that's, but see, God shows. If you don't want to believe in God, just look at the when you look at a certain space. The atmosphere you're in shows you that you're supposed to be living like it. You're supposed to be living vicariously through it. So you're supposed to play, be that mini representation down here to be the physical idea of that what that atmosphere is going through within yourself. So you're supposed to know how to look at that in each an individual way. So when you're looking at that at each an individual way, you know, okay, the right thing to do, I should really do it in springtime. Even if even if my mind is telling me wintertime, the mind can play tricks. So let me go through this my inner, because you know my your inner weathering system might be something else. You might be going through an inner spring season during summertime. You may be going through an inner fall time during springtime. You may be going through an inner winter time during summertime. It's simple shit like that. But you want to know how to start with these shits. This is your medical astrology. This is how you help medicate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when you do things like this, you get routine patterns will get better and better and better, and you'll know how to guide yourself through any weather storm, thick or thin. You know what I'm saying? And that's what gives you the ability to have more free free thought forms, and you don't feel smothered or nothing like that. You always feel free. You always feel like you know the right things and how to do shit in life. Like you never feel lost. And sometimes when you're lost folk, you don't know that about yourself because you live in life through another individual, trying to think, trying to understand this individual the way of living when you're an individual too. You know what I'm saying? You may not be as spiritual as you think you are, or you may be not be as spiritually ascended, but like I said, you have the ability to be born. You have the ability to think and feel. So you still have your own abilities too. So we all have abilities, and we all just got to tap into these energies. So we are knowing ourselves more better. We're not stepping on anyone's toes and not stopping anyone's way of how to make money or water or currency or whatever. We're always walking in the pathway of where we're already knowing that this is what we all have here to do. We're all here to uplift each other. And sometimes uplifting each other may take you stepping on someone else's toes, but you don't want to be in a space of where like okay. You don't want to be in a space of where you're already doing some shit where you think, hold on. Okay. But yeah, you don't want to be in a space of where you're already doing shit where you're thinking to yourself, oh, hopefully we're not. Yeah, I kind of have a point. Hopefully we know. Yeah, so yeah, you all just got to find a vicarious way on how to express and live within each other. So that's the shit we gotta be into. You know what I'm saying? That's the real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us more healthier spiritually and more spiritually ascended in all areas. Just we gotta understand each. We gotta know we're all here to learn, but don't step on each other's toes. And if you are stepping on each other's toes, that's if someone's in your way trying to play some sort of god or some sort of energy that you know it's not right, and that's not something that God wants anyone to go experience. You don't want to you don't want to be God. You don't want to be um you want to be like it. You don't want to be it. Like that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were God, you don't know the stress when it comes from being like you don't want to, and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with the little I got now. I'm happy with that, and that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing more, nothing less. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? You should feel like that too. So you gotta start somewhere. Sometimes y'all don't be like wanting to start somewhere. Y'all be starting in no man's land, and that's the problem with y'all. That's a problem with y'all. And y'all don't gotta be in those energies. Y'all can be in a certain space where you're knowing that's the shit let me just start getting with the program now. Let me start getting with the shits now. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me more excited to do my creative goals and passions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of like that's kind of like how you can see it in all scenarios, even when it comes to people who say they know everything and they say they know this about you. Oh, I know this about you. Oh, I know this about you. We grew up together. We were in high school. Like, no, you don't know me. You only knew the character that I showed. And think about it, like when you in school, you have all types of energies. You don't know what the fuck's going. You just all know. You just drown in all types of energy. So you can be a character this day. You can be a character this day. But when you know thyself, you know, oh, I'm just playing these characters. Let me just. It's not me. Just like your spirit utilizes the mind. The mind ain't the spirit. You know what I'm saying? It make you think now. Make you think. It make you think, don't it? hmm So when we're in that space, we're able to see shit in more broader ways, in more clearer ways, in more expanding ways, more outstanding ways, more beautiful ways. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you just more beautiful in all ways, and you don't gotta stress out no negative drowning emotion to help to make you feel like, oh, this is the shit. This nah, you're knowing shit. You know, real shit. You know shit. Hey, I don't know. You know. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit, man. We gotta be in that space where we know these certain things that it just, once you're in that space, you already know, man, this is the shit I already gotta be into, man. And this is the shit that God gave me the ability to be into. And I shouldn't care how anyone feels about it, because that's the energy I want to put out in the world. And then that energy plays out in all types of accumulative ways that even if you're not aware of, like, you'll be in a certain space where you're knowing, but there's something going on. Like, sometimes, and if you really close to God, like you really, really close to God, man, God will show you a scenario. Boom! It'll be so cold. You'll see it, like, oh shit! Like, you be seeing it, but you don't. It's like, it's nasty. I don't even know how I can explain that place, but you be seeing shit and you're like, oh shit, that was, hold up, God. That was cold. Cause I see how this shit could have, and I see how that shit could have, but then I see this. Oh God, you cold. Cause then I was already thinking like maybe, but then I was thinking, but I'll stay strong. And then God got you. So it'll be scenarios where you knowing it could have been worse or it could have been better. That's not the point. Something just happened where God wanted to show you some shit where, see how I'm always with you, but you had to. And if y'all don't believe in God, well, let's talk about the spirit. Well, if you don't believe in, let's talk about a mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about mechanism. If you don't believe in God, you don't believe. All right, let's talk about mechanism. You know what I'm saying? The mechanism be so cold, you, like you probably used something going this way or this way, but it came in this way. And sometimes who believe in like this, y'all don't be peeping that mechanism out because y'all don't want to call it God. Y'all be like, oh, that's not. But see, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to push you onto game, and it be that. Like, it's like shit be crazy how God be working. Like, God don't play, man. God comes in certain ways where, like, if you're really close to it and you got that faith, you got that belief, man, you got some shit. You got some gold with you. You got some cold ass gold. You got some cold shit with you, and it comes to it's so beautiful. Like, I sometimes I can't even explain that place, because we all have a piece within that stuff. Like, we all have that piece within that within ourselves. So we just certain pieces from that space. But like I said, like, you're supposed to know this within yourself. So you're supposed to know, okay, this is the energy, this is the representation I play out. Let me be the best I could. Let me be all I could be in this space. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be nothing more, nothing less. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Now you see what I'm trying to say. Like, it's deep. It's deep, but it's some shit like only motherfuckers that be really deep, like close to y'all be y'all can y'all ain't y'all ain't y'all ain't y'all ain't y'all ain't y'all ooh shit. But yeah, that's the shit, man. That's the shit. That shit really smooth. Like, God really a smooth criminal. Real shit. You come in all types of ways, and motherfuckers didn't even expect. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the game. And it ain't even about it. It ain't about no games or nothing. Because it is about an experience that you know that you can create in all scenarios, and that shit can play out in a way where this individual can see it this way and that individual can see it this way, and we're all just seeing it in certain ways of our experience, of our life experiences. You know what I'm saying? These life experiences we go through, we all have a certain pathway where we can also uh 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 um e- uh what's shit, what's that one I'm looking for, equate it to a certain thing that somebody else is going through, and know that okay, it could have been worse, or it could have been like a scenario where if I had all that, I know I shit that would even make sense for me. Like it's some shit, other shit going on, but yeah, I'm in I'm sitting for like 5 more minutes. I gotta do some shit, but yeah, so yeah, and that's pretty much it. So that's the energy for the Lost Folk. You know, so y'all get y'all shit going on. Y'all can get some peep game, man. Y'all can peep game. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying. And it's for the spiritual ascendant and the Lost Folk, so we can all understand each other. And we all just trying to we all just trying to make it out here. It's a young nigga trying to make it. Man. That's it. It's a young bitch trying to get it. That's it. That's it. That's all. Y'all got a peep game though. Y'all got a peep game. You know what I'm saying? And peep game, and we all strong in our own in our own individual ways. Not the lost folk. Just learn here. Separate from these natures. Kill these beastly natures. And it takes some time. It ain't just a off on switch on. It's not just a switch off, switch on, off on, wax on, wax off. It takes time. It takes mind work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart. Don't be dumb. Be smart. You know what I'm saying? Know how to look at these things. Know how to appreciate these things you got. Appreciate the little you got. So God can turn that into gold. If you don't believe in God, so something, a mechanism that's going on can turn that shit to gold. Then the next couple years later, a couple months later, a couple weeks later, a couple days later, that's the new best trend. Okay, you get it. Now you get it. And that's the real reason why you gotta stay down and stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get lost in those sauce. You want to be stay strong. You know what I'm saying? That's the real power right there. You got strength, no matter what, you got strength. That's the real power. We see that. People like me, angels like me, we see that. You know what I'm saying? We see all that shit. We like, okay, that's what's up. I see. Listen, I'm saying real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna hate it, what you do or what you do. I'm not gonna say you're lesser. I'm just gonna say, hey, let's do better. Let's get it. Let's do better out here. Let's start to make a change. Cause so let's start to make a change. What's that Tupac song? Man, fuck! I didn't know. Listen, I fuck with Tupac. I used to that show all the time when I was young. What I say? I referenced it from a Tupac song. It is changes, but it's a certain line he said. But I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. There's racist places in the place. And under, there's racist places. And there's racist faces. 1 second, 1 second. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the real shit and motherfucking shit. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. You know what I'm saying? We won't say too long today because just you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, shit. But that's the shape, y'all. Get strong. That's all I want to see y'all do is get strong. That's all I want to see y'all do. That's all we want to see y'all do is get strong. And if you want to be weak, then stay weak. If you want to be strong, then get strong. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be weak, I'm going to say it one time. If you want to be weak, then stay weak. If you want to get strong, then get strong. Hey, it's all on you. Ain't no going no further than that. It's just Spark Star Pilots. And we out in this motherfucker.